this is the Holy Spirit just weaving all of these things together. And so you just stand back and you're in awe and you go, who would have thunk that he would bring these two, well, it's more. There's two other young men that are part of this story too. And you go, wow, this is something, he had this in his heart from the beginning of creation. And you go, God, you're amazing. Yeah. You're amazing.
Thankful for Carol, and she introduced herself, and I tagged along there and got to know the guys one Sunday after church, and we invited them to go out to eat with us, and it was just such a pleasant experience. Enjoyed their company, hearing their backgrounds, their different cultures, one Cuban, one Korean, and from then on, the friendship developed.
So it was the second time that I came to the church in late February, and then after the service, what I remember is Carol started asking my name and then Carlos's name.
They politely looked over at us, and they had asked us if we wanted to go to brunch with them, which was something that's out of the blue that I've never been asked before, never really been approached. I've always been told that the people up here in the north are more friendly and amiable than where I come from.
It's something unusual in the United States that someone really offers you a lunch at the first meeting.
And we ended up having a very good time there, meeting their daughter as well, their granddaughter, and that kind of jump-started a whole relationship where we would go back and forth, going over to their place in order to cook or going someplace else. And it just started a brand new relationship.
So I really did enjoy it, and afterwards I just wanted to know them more.
We'll just get together and you can make a Korean meal for us. That just sparked his, oh yeah, I'd love that. So then that started this ongoing eating together and being together and fellowshipping together.
Song is an incredible cook. I mean, we didn't know this when we first met them, and he's come over and cooked 3 or 4 meals, or I don't know what, and the last one he cooked was not even Korean, it was Italian that he saw on YouTube, and he wanted to try it. So without a recipe, pretty much he came in and started putting things together, and it was, incredibly good.
When I cook huge quantities, so I have a lot of leftovers, so it's better to finish it off in the one cooking. So
being offered the ability to go to someone's house and cook for them, that's something that I've never done before, something out of the ordinary, something uncommon that I really enjoyed, and I'm glad that I partook in that.
I guess the one thing we really enjoy is just eating together. Good food is always fantastic, and sitting around the table and just talking about the things that are of interest to them, what they're doing in life, what they do at work. And then the key question that comes up often, or not often, but when Carol and I are meeting with people is, just tell us a little bit about your spiritual journey. A question that everybody can in some ways relate to. We don't like to have religious overtones, but just ask them about, have they encountered God along the way in life, and let them explain their story. And most people love to do that to some degree if they feel comfortable in the context that they can open and share and not know that they're not going to be judged or just be listened to.
You never know how God's going to use you in a very it could be a very simple way, but he can use these conversations to change you and change them because you see God as God.
I never expected it as I moved to Stoughton, so this is a memory that I will never forget in 2022 so far. Yep.